So, here we are at the Permian era, the final era of the era of monsters, and it is a doozy. The Permian era spanned from 300 million years ago to 250 million years ago, and these supercontinents like Gondwana had finally all collided into one mega supercontinent known as Pangaea. Pangaea spanned the entire height of planet Earth from south to north pole and consisted of all the landmass on planet Earth, and within its eastern basin was a gigantic ancient sea known as the Tethys Sea. And the rest of the planet consisted of one gigantic, uninterrupted ocean known as the Panathalastic, an ocean so big the likes of which Earth had not seen since probably the Ordovician. The end of the Carboniferous was actually a much cooler Earth with a lot of glacial activity, but the combination of all the land masses into Pangaea diverted the cooler ocean currents north and south towards the poles, making the land mass itself much warmer and much drier, which converted the lush rainforests of the Carboniferous into more forested lowlands. These open dry lands gave life on land more room to evolve and grow, and one group of land animal would go on to dominate the landscape of Pangaea, the mammal-like reptiles, one of my favourite families of animal. As the name suggests, the mammal-like reptiles were the ancestors of all mammals and all reptiles, meaning that every creature that I'm about to show you was our ancestor, so, have a think about that next time. One of the most prominent groups in the mammal-like reptiles were the synapsids, and we'll start off with a daphosaur, which was a large land herbivore, like most land animals still were. A daphosaur was about 3 meters long, and its most defining feature was this sail that went along its back. And we theorise that this sail had two functions. One was for display, either for attracting a mate or scaring off a predator, as it could pump blood into the sail, probably changing its colour. And the second reason was temperature control. It is theorised that a daphosaur used its sail kind of like a solar panel, turning it to the sun when it needed to warm up and putting it in the shade when it needed to cool down. And this is essentially a primitive version of our own internal temperature control that we have today. And I cannot talk about the Permian without talking about Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon was also a synapsid that could grow to 5 meters long. Not only was it a carnivore, it was a cannibal. This is one of the most vicious predators that has ever existed, and we're related to it. I actually want to film a video specifically about Dimetrodon a bit later on, and I'm realizing that I'm actually running out of time, so I guess if any era deserves a part 2, come back for the Permian era, part 2.